This is the M-Vave Chocolate Plus foot controller. You can use it over Bluetooth, you can have it connected to your iPad or iPhone, and then you can control guitar apps and other functions inside Loopy Pro using these foot switches. There are 4 foot switches, and we're going to find out what functionality we've got with this really cool, cheap controller. Let's get into it.
Said you gotta work it out.
Thing just in some kind of plastic bag. I mean, it's AliExpress, right? You didn't really know what you're gonna get. The Chocolate Plus wireless MIDI controller. Box looks a little bit battered. What a beauty. Let's open it up. Little USB-C cable. Some instructions. Thank you for purchasing our products. Take a look at that. Probably never, I expect. The controller itself. The M-Vave Chocolate Plus. 4 foot switches, a host USB connection, an extra pedal port, a USB-C port. Yeah, it looks okay. It's quite small. I can't see how I'm not going to accidentally press 2 switches at once with the distance between these 2 foot switches. It's all very compact. It's also quite small, and therefore I suspect not going to be very sturdy when I try and use this in a live setting. So some good Velcro and pin this to something. It feels pretty sturdy, it looks alright, and I mean, for the price I paid for it, I can't really argue. So let's try and plug all this in and see if we can actually get it talking to my iPad and then some of my guitar related apps. This is a wireless MIDI foot switch which you can pick up on Amazon or AliExpress if you're willing to wait a little bit longer. That's what I've done here. This was just over £20. I think it was £21. I'll pop it on screen now. And I want to see what all the fuss is about with this little beauty. So a lot of people getting into looping or using their iPhone or iPad to run guitar rigs need some kind of foot control. And this could be a really good solution for people out there that don't want to break the bank. I don't know if it's just me, but I find buying on AliExpress pretty tricky. There seems to be loads of the exact same product, some with slightly different images, so I wasn't particularly confident that this would even arrive and it'd be the right thing. So I'm pretty relieved that it is. And then you get these strange bundle deals, and I wasn't sure what the chocolate was as opposed to the Chocolate Plus. But anyway, I'll put a picture up on screen as the exact model that I purchased. And it didn't take that long, actually. It was about a week here in the UK. So not that bad at all. Let's find out if it's any good. Okay, so moving over to Loopy Pro, I've just set up a nice simple template, like a little 4-track looper to represent a loop for each one of these switches on the Chocolate. So on screen, I've got 4 different presets. We've got like a little bass sound. We've got a clean, this kind of auto wah, and then a bit more of a kind of twangy lead sound, which I play on top of everything. And then I've just got this really nice drum loop from Miguel Andrews. I'll pop a link in the description to his loop packs. Let's build a quick loop and then I'll talk you through how I've got this set up inside Loopy to make it work like a 4-track looper. So let's have a little jam. Okay, so if I press this first button, it's going to start threshold recording and it's going to wait for my little bass line. Here we go. We've now got a little loop going. Let's change to a clean sound. Press loop 2 and go. Let's maybe try something on loop 3.
of course, you can just jam over that, right? If we want to take the bass out, we can do so, right? And we can bring everything back in. Track 1, track 2, here we go. And if we want to overdub, I can double press. So let's go for the yellow clip. We've now got an extra layer there. And we can bring everything back in. And off you go. Can just be a whole lot of fun, right, to build up these amazing loops. If I want to clear any of these loops, I've got it set up so that I can long press and it will clear that clip. So let's clear the first clip, clear the third clip, and so on. So the basic functionality that I've managed to set up real quick here is each one of these foot switches corresponds to each one of the loops that you've got on screen, making it like a nice little 4-track looper. The first button will play and stop the loop. I can double press it to overdub if I want to add more layers, and I can long press to clear the clip. And I've got that set up for each one of the switches as well. Pretty cool, actually. I've really enjoyed having a bit of actual control. Now, when I'm doing my demo, I've got it over here and I'm tapping it with my hand just so that I can show you what I'm doing. But of course, this would be on the floor and I'll be using my feet to control it. But I just wanted to show you what's going down. Let me show you how easy it is to configure this. So I simply went to MIDI Learn in this top menu here, and I'll demonstrate on this first loop here. I've removed all of the bindings so that I could show you again. And if I click on it now, at the bottom here, you can see that it's listening for events. So I want to play and stop this clip, its default action. I'm just going to simply press this one once, and you can see already that this Foot Control Plus, which is how this is being described by Bluetooth on my iPad, it's saying CC20. Once I press that, it's on. So now if I close this and simply press that same switch, now I've got threshold recording on. So it's waiting for enough audio to come in. Another really cool feature. I'll put a link in the description to a video I've done on threshold recording. So now it's just waiting for me. Better turn my volume up on the guitar. If I play now, and I can press that same button again, and it'll stop, right? If we want to add in the extra functions, let's again go to MIDI Learn. I'm going to click on that loop again. Let's go back to actions here, and I want to record, overdub, and then this time I'm going to double press. So there we go. We've got a double tap CC20. And one little setting I put on here is defer other actions, because I want it to wait to find out if I'm going to double tap or not before it triggers the play and stop, so we don't get any kind of weird behavior going on. So that's what I did for the overdub. Now I also added in one more action, which is to clear the clip And again, it's listening for the event. If we click and hold, you've now got clear. So if all goes to plan here, we can press play, and it's cued the entrance of the play. We can double tap, and we can record over the top of that. And if we want to clear the clip, press and hold, and we're done. So yeah, that's the M-Vave Chocolate Plus. I'm actually really impressed with what you can do with this cool unit. You'll probably notice as well that it's not even plugged in right now. I'm using it in its wireless Bluetooth mode. You can plug it in with a little cable, and then that gives you peace of mind. That's probably what I would do if I was to use this live. But for around the studio, or if you just want to have a little controller to mess around with, I really recommend this. Do I think it's the best thing out there? Probably not. A couple of downsides. I found that if I didn't press these switches firm enough, sometimes it wouldn't fire immediately. It's quite a small unit, they're quite close together. When you actually try and use your feet, you've got to be pretty accurate, so that's a slight downside. Also, using the Cube Suite app actually worked all right in the end. It's a little bit confusing if you're not used to kind of tweaking settings and things like that. And the custom MIDI modes, you need to know what you're doing, and I certainly don't at the moment. I need to do a bit more reading on that. So if you just want a little foot switch to toggle some loops or change some presets, I had this set up earlier so it would just act like a guitar foot pedal, and it would just select the different presets on Tone Stack Pro, which is what I'm using for the guitar tones, then it's great. So I can't really knock it. My first impressions are good. For the money, like £20 here in the UK, I mean, you can't really go wrong. Really looking forward to using this a little bit more. I'll post some bits and bobs as I go. I'd quite like to make some nice templates for this little foot controller because I think it's quite accessible to a lot of you out there. I'll post this template along with all my other templates. You can download them by following a link in the description. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.